Hey, I'm Jale, welcome to my channel. This is going to be a general collective reading for the sign of Libra for May 2020. So if your sign, if your Libra is in Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and or Ascendant, then this could be for you. Please check out all the other readings. Don't just do it by sort of the smaller signs. Even if the title is drawing you in, I would recommend watching that too. As with all general readings, please take what resonates and leave the rest. Okay, let's have a look. Obviously this is... we've got a full moon coming up on the 7th. If you haven't already watched the live that I did on Monday, 27th, I want to say, I would recommend watching that because it does discuss a lot about the full moon here. The 7th is obviously a full moon in Scorpio, which will be in your, why do I want to say 8th house? Which is obviously death and rebirth. Okay, let's go. Libra, 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 Libra. There's choices to be made. There's a fast decision that's going to be carried out here. It's in relation to options. There's previously been a lot of confusion over options that you've either had but you're trying to do it without this tower moment coming in. You're trying to do it in a fair, balanced way. You're trying to do your typical Libra qualities, which are fairness and balance. Tower obviously in the reverse, it's like you're trying to make sure that everything is done fairly. But yeah, there's a lot of choices. There's a lot of extra kind of energy here that you're having to sift through to make sure with the 3 of Cups here and the 7 of Cups that, you know, that you're making the right decision. There's also a lot of influence. It's like there's a lot of people influencing decisions and getting involved, and there's a lot of gossiping and there's lots of confusion. And I mean, look, even within a quarantine environment, it feels like there's a lot of people involved in this situation. But it's going to be fast moving. There's going to be a lot of action here that's going to be carried through. Fast moving. It could be some sort of harsh words as well at some point in time. Obviously watch for that. Watch if you are confused that you're not kind of going into it with like this sword ready, because that's not the way. I feel like for those that do go into it with that kind of energy, it won't be a great outcome. I'm not going to lie. They're recommending you to kind of pace yourself a little bit with this and to go in and do it sort of, yeah, so it's not blowing up behind you, you know. It's like just to try and temper this out a little bit, because, you know, the tower's great sometimes for quick change, but when it's with it all these other energies, it doesn't feel great. Essentially, there is an ending here coming in with the World card, obviously the last of the major arcanas. Excuse the don't know if you can hear that. That's my brother playing on his Xbox upstairs, and he's really loud, so I apologise. And it's literally impossible to film a video at the moment without his screaming. So if you heard it, I apologise, and if you didn't, then that's good. Okay, so let's have a look. Libra. Yeah, someone is not letting go of something here. Again, the tower moment has happened, but someone's not wanting to let go of something. Someone wants to keep the exact conditions as they were. They don't want it to sort of be released. They don't want to... There's a feminine energy here that either is trying to balance this out, or is trying to make a decision, has to make a decision, is confused, or this is a female that's creating this situation, okay? But the ending, someone is trying not to drag an ending out. Someone doesn't want an ending to happen. It could be a karmic situation. Someone is trying to restrict that energy and to ensure that it doesn't quite end. While one party is trying to end it, the other one is trying desperately for it not to end. Just going to sit in this energy a bit. There's also an energy here of someone's going to try and give an option that feels a bit sneaky. Someone's moving quickly forward, but they've not quite closed the door. And that whatever they haven't quite closed the door on is going to come back in to try and turn their mind or change their... So someone's going to make a decision, and whoever's affected by that decision, they're going to come back and try and change that person's mind and it feels very restrictive energy. It feels like that's the person that's doing it is doing it for a control reason. They're trying to anyway, because they want this. There's a money thing going on here. King of Pentacles. Someone wants to hold on to some money thing. They don't, even if it's like a release of a lifestyle or a love, you know, situation, it's not that they're having an issue with releasing. It's the monetary end, or there's money issues. But there is definitely a reconciliation going on here, and someone's not happy. But the two people in union or coming into union will be. This is a very old connection, old soulmate, twin flame connection that's coming into play. Two of Cups. This is the, you know, very twin flame energy, very kind of meeting of the minds. This has been divinely orchestrated. Can you see that full moon? You need to look from around the 7th for this to come forward. Again, I feel like if there's been third party things going on here, this is going to come to light. I feel like it's going to come out, okay? So if you're in currently a third party situation, can you please step back? Because this is going to come out. This could be around the 7th of May, around that date. So just, again, I wouldn't be entertaining that. Yeah. There's something about a wish fulfillment here. Two of Cups and the Star. It's like this is destiny. Someone was always destined to do something. There was always a destined energy, outcome, approach, reunion with this kind of thing. And there was someone trying to intervene past the point of intervening, to the point where destruction, or trying to deliberately destructive influence. But a decision was made. The decision was made. Ace of Cups with Judgment. This is the done deal. This was again, crunch time. It wasn't a time for sitting and sort of debating it anymore. I feel like if it was debate before, it no longer will be. There was a potential, or there is a potential for this, the Lovers and Seven of Swords, which is obviously choices in lovers, and also a little bit cheating energy, a little bit sort of distrustful, bit sneaky energy there. Don't get into that. Don't buy into that. Don't involve yourself with that, because it's going to end up dragging this out. So there's a risk here that even when there's a union, an old person comes back in to try and tempt that person. But they want to remain single, Nine of Pentacles, in order to walk towards what is more in alignment with them, Knight of Cups. So even when this person just like tries to break away, there's someone else in the ethers here that's going to be like a little devil on their shoulder going, trying to tempt them back in. Yeah. But what they ultimately do is they're defending themselves against this energy. Seven of Wands, Queen of Swords. There's a defensive energy, you or them, whoever, you know, put the people's and characters' parts where they're needing to go. You, them, whoever's in this situation has got to choose. They're being tempted back in a very manipulative fashion. But I don't feel like it's going to work, because this is the King of Cups. It's like their emotions have already moved on. They're not. I don't know how affected they're going to be by that. Yeah. King of Swords. They make their decision. Whoever this King of Swords energy is, could be an air sign. Aries. Aries. What could be an Aries? Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Someone's masquerading as someone they're not here. And they're trying to confuse the whole situation. They're utilising someone's weaknesses. They know someone made a difficult decision. They know that the choice was hard. And so someone is trying to tempt this person back, because that's the only way that they can gain control over the situation. This is I've got to laugh, because this is like, this energy is a bit weird. I've kind of got to laugh though, because it's like, at what point do you think this is... Like, imagine being that person. Eight of Cups. Someone has to walk. Finally, they have to accept that this is a no-go. So around the May time, it looks like someone's coming forward to make a decision over what they truly want, and then someone is trying to intervene, as well as a collective, a community, or a friendship group as well that's trying to get involved and confuse the situation. The person eventually decides, even after all a bit further manipulation, that it decides to walk. Okay, they've made the decision and they decide to walk. Yeah. It's totally ended. It's totally ended. There's no more. I feel like they try and give the opportunity to do it in a fair way, but then they have to be a bit sneaky because, or they have to be a bit honest, because it's like that someone's not getting the hint. They're being advised, look, it's over, and then someone's just not listening. Yeah. Something is also going to become public. So 6 of Wands. So I feel like this ending is going to become discussed in maybe social media. Could also be, you know, in the public eye. 2 of Wands in the reverse. A choice is made. A public choice is made. So either, you know, someone's new love is being introduced, family, friends, people, or the truth comes out about what the dynamics were. But there's more insight that's going to be released, probably on social media or alike. Yeah. Which is, again, it's like the relationship or the person, the information is going to come out. Queen of Cups. This is their person that I feel this person has wanted to go towards, but there was quite a few blocks. It feels very twin flamey. Yeah, look, finally the Wheel of Fate decided, Wheel of Fortune, this turned in their favour so that they can finally move forward. The energy of restriction is now behind them. Yeah, look, the energy of restriction is now behind them and they're able to move forward. Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands. Movement, fast forward, movement forward. Yeah. There could have been some play on manipulation, emotional manipulation, where someone's relying on someone to feel guilty or bad just for making a decision. And I feel like that ploy has been used a little bit too much now. 5 of Cups in the reverse, it's being released. Because we've also got the Magician here. Someone's trying to make things appear to look a certain way, so that the decision that was made goes in their favour. There's a lot of sneaky... Do you know what I don't get? Like, why do this? You know, you just kind of think, does it look like we've got an easy time going at the moment? Like, why bother? But I know that people are wounded and they'll just try anything. But it's just like, what is the point of this? The thing that gets to me... I know I shouldn't have an opinion on this, but I really do. What's the point? Do they think that Spirit can't see what's going on? That they're just going to do all this stuff and that no one's there to review what's... Like, it always amazes me that people think they can kind of do all this stuff, and it's like, what? And I love it as well when I do readings and I can tell someone's been doing this stuff, and I tell them and they're like, how did you know that? And I'm like, well, because they're telling me. How do you know that I did like this spell on someone? Because they're telling me, mate. Like... You know, what do you think this is? Do you think this is a reading or a wind up? Like, yeah, man. King of Wands. There we go. Someone's taking charge. And look at this lion's face. Hello. Yeah, look. There's someone that's not going to take this. I feel like there's someone that's breaking free of this mental entrapment energy that someone previously relied on. 8 of Swords. 8 of Swords. Oh Lord, I'm hearing sound bites of an argument as well. Hey. I can hear people arguing. Literally, and it's like the most... It's, you know, when you just kind of listen into an argument and you just think, this is so cringe. But I feel like someone's trying to draw people into an argument, and it's like they're taking it publicly. They're like, it'll be like, see, you know, I did this, and like, don't you think, like, bringing your friends in to confirm that that's what they think too, because you can't, they can't, that's all they've got, is like they're trying to bring all these people onto their side to show that they're, oh, excuse me, it's clearly draining because I'm yawning, but to clearly show that they're, you know, someone's in the wrong and they're in the right. And so they're bringing all these people into this argument to make it like, this is what I'm hearing, to make it seem like, and hopefully this is not actually the case. Let's just hope that this is, you know, a minority and that it's, you know, dealt with very quickly. But someone is not letting go of something and they're bringing everyone they can into an argument. And it's like, I feel like even the people that are involved in the argument are just kind of like, do we have to do this? 8 of Pentacles. Someone's work, there could be some work affected by this, or there's a concern over people's work that will be affected by this, because it's like someone's deliberately trying to sabotage stuff because it's not in their favour. Whoever this is needs to chill out a little bit, if I'm totally honest with you, because it's like, this is the thing that gets me. Let's say, for example, you split up with someone, right? And I get it. Maybe this is where I'm a bit cold. I get it. Like, it's upsetting when you split up with someone. But think about it. If they don't want to be with you, isn't it easier to split up with that person and find someone who does? Like, is this me just going crazy here right now? Or does that make logical sense? Because then it's like, you can then be happy. So why fight that? Why sit and go, I don't want to be happy. I want to stay with someone that doesn't even want me. Like, it doesn't make, because this is the feeling I'm getting here with this. Yeah, look, it's like they don't, do you know, it feels really, the sun, someone doesn't want them to move on. It's like, the heck? It's very karmic energy, this. Wowza. This is insane. Look, it's wish fulfillment. Whoever they're moving on from is not this. Whoever they're moving to, whatever the choices are that they've made, this is their wish fulfillment. 9 of Cups and the Sun. I don't think you can get happier cards. But there's a short pause because someone is trying to mess with the whole thing. It's like, if it's a karmic, someone's, if it's a karmic, one of them, the karmic, is trying to block it so it doesn't happen. The karmic, I think, Hermit, blocking this energy, and then we've got, yeah, and then we've got Justice. I'm just checking the way they want me to show this. Justice in the reverse. So they're definitely going to not act in a very fair way. They're definitely not going to act in a fair way. I feel like they're going to try and hold on. Yeah, look. Because they feel like they've been rejected, 4 of Cups. Ukulele's playing now, guys. So again, apologise if you can hear this. We've had the computer game screaming, now we're going to have my brother singing and playing the ukulele upstairs. So again, we've got the Page of Swords in the reverse here. So this is lies. They feel, again, and unfairness. They're wow, this is some very spiteful energy. This is, I really hope this is like one person and it just goes away quickly. But do you know what it feels like? It's very much like the Leo reading that I did. This feels very much like the Leo reading, like it's the same energy that wants to come through over and over. And it's like someone is not letting go. And it's like, just let go. Let it go, let it go. You know? Because, but how many more readings do we have to do? This person's coming back. Yeah, look. They're not ready to let it go. So they're just going to be holding on. 7 of Pentacles. It's like they're not ready to understand what this means. Yeah, and also look, Ace of Pentacles. There's something here about moving. Maybe there's a house move involved. Maybe there's a commitment. Maybe it's a marriage that was needing to be looked at. But it's ending in like divorce. Ending. 10 of Swords. 10 of Swords. Finished. Over. It's over. Closed. It's over. What else is going to happen here? Can I just say, my guides are so extra. Like, what is... Right, I don't even know where that card went. This is insane. Really? Are you going to... How are we going to know where that card, what that card was now? great. We're down a card. Let me investigate. I'm going to investigate this, one sec. Okay, so what came out was the Page of Pentacles in the reverse and the Hierophant. So it's like there is absolutely no commitment that is continuing with this person and the individual who's caused all these problems. It's like, I feel like someone was trying for an amicable outcome. With the Page of Pentacles in reverse and the Hierophant, I feel like they kind of pushed so far into this kind of energy that I think it ended badly after someone just wouldn't let go. So it's like someone ends something or tries to end something, someone doesn't listen, and they take it so far out of control that it just looks terrible on them. It doesn't look bad on the person that's decided, because I feel like they've tried to do it fairly and someone is not listening, and then they're being really underhand and sneaky. They're trying to get money. They're trying to a little bit of black. It's just weird energy. It's like real, not great energy here. One sec. So in case you're wondering, I've just used a little bit of the old Florida water, because obviously, and we've still got the protection, but I just want to make sure that when we're reading these cards, we're not getting that kind of horrible energy through, because it's like, oh, right, let's see, Libra, please. What's going on for Libra, please, for May 2020? Libra, what's happening for Libra? Libra, please. Again, Seven of Cups has flown out. More choices, confusion, more choices. Libra, please. Libra. Wow. Okay, let's have a look. Okay, so there's a fast moving, it's going to be very fast moving. We've got, flew out right in the middle of the reading was the Knight of Swords, the Lovers with the World. Something that was previously requiring a choice to be made, a fast, quick, needing choice, has finally ended. Like someone has finally made a choice, right? With the Knight of Swords, this is like it feels a bit cutting, a bit kind of fast movement, but I feel like it was needed. We've got the Lovers, which is a choice with love, and then the World, which is an ending. So someone's finally made a choice. Now the next two cards I'm trying to interpret. They're saying pull more to interpret. Okay. So while someone's made a decision, there's someone else that is holding on, which we've already picked up on that, haven't we? Someone is just holding on and they're not wanting to let something go. But I feel like the reason the decision was made was because someone sees a stronger, longer term prospect. And so that's what swayed their decision. It's like they can see whatever this choice was is more for the long term. We've got strength here, when we've also got the Ten of Pentacles. So as you can see, it's like a longer term legacy. It's a choice that has more strength behind it. Whatever the choice was previously hidden, but again, I feel is about to come out. It's about to be kind of revealed again. Very similar to the Virgo reading I did. The moon is that kind of secretive energy that's being suddenly released. I think someone's going to try and block that being released or defend that information going out or coming through. Seven of Wands. It looks like it's a third party situation that someone wants to protect. Someone's trying to protect someone in the situation here that was the third party, because they think they're going to be judged for it. So the Knight of Pentacles is I feel trying to protect this other person because he's choosing them or she's choosing them, because that is who they want to be with. That's the choice. Now, if it's not love, maybe this is a career reading for you. It's going to be something that was previously on offer that has come back around again from where I'm looking at. Or bottom of the deck, Ten of Swords, or you're emotionally, you've leveled up to the point where you can see the value in it now. But there's definitely another offer on the table. There's definitely another offer on the table here that is, it's going to draw you away from an old existence and into a new level of energy. Yeah, look. So we've got the Page of Cups. It's something that is reigniting the kind of emotions here in a positive sense. But this energy, this is the Emperor. This is a very focused, driven individual. This is someone who knows what they want. This is someone who's going to fight for it. This is someone who's not going to be deterred. And they're just going to keep going. So whatever this energy is, it's like they're going towards that and they're honouring themselves, or you are going towards that and honouring yourselves. There's one more card that's thrown out here, but I'm going to need clarification on that. I don't know what way it came out. Yeah, someone doesn't want to move on, but they've realised that the other option wasn't for them. So whatever the other option was that they are declining or sort of ending in terms of relationship, or they don't want to take the offer, they realised it wasn't good. It wasn't what they wanted. They just realised it wasn't for them. 9 of Cups in the reverse. They knew. They want to move on to better things. They wanted to move on to something that was a little bit more suited to them. They associated with this other thing with a loss, and the one they choose, or the option they choose, is not associated with loss. There's a more abundant energy with this choice. Yeah. Meanwhile, before this comes out, there's a burden. It feels very burdensome. This whole energy feels so burdensome. But justice, there's balance. Finally. It's like the karmic wheel ends, and it's paid back, it's done. They've closed the cycle out, and they're not going to continue. Yeah, look. The karmic cycle's closed, finished, bye, end of story. It ends. Karmic. I think the karmic partner's gone. Any karma that's associated around a choice that maybe you felt, you should have had another option for, this is coming back around. This is coming back around. Cards are getting a bit feisty today. Three of Pentacles in the reverse. Again, it's like if there was a third party involved, they're closing that out. That's done, finished. Yeah, look, Magician. So there's a manifestation taking shape here. There's manifestation coming through. Let me just have a look what else they're going to show me for this Magician. Wow. Is this a joke? What is that? What is this, please? I've got the Magician with the Ace of Cups reversed. Someone is not happy. It's whoever was rejected is like wants to try and manipulate the outcome a little bit. The karmic is not gonna look. This is the Ace of Cups in the reverse. The karmic here wants to create problems. They're not satisfied. They want to be the choice. They want to recreate a choice. Page of Wands with the 7 of Cups reversed. They want to be the choice. They don't want to be the one. I mean, this is ego if you ever saw it, you know what I mean? Knight of Wands. That I think they're going to offer, again, it's like they're told to no, it's a no. They go off, they regroup, they come back, and I feel like they're going to offer to be the third party. Guarantee you. Guarantee you, this is the energy. They're going to come back and offer to be the third party because they think that that's how it works. Even though, and this is the thing, this is why I'm saying to you, get rid of the third parties now, because if you are entertaining that, this is going to come back to you at some point. If you stop this, then you're more likely to get the balance, you know. Yeah, look, they're going to come forward and offer themselves as the other woman. So they're going to wait for this to calm down, and then they're going to go towards your person and offer themselves. Okay. And the person's going to be like, what are you doing? What are you even doing? Like, this is a wounded warrior here. This is just kind of like, are you mad? Yeah. Again, endings. 9 of Wands is a closed door. And then we've got the 9 of Swords, which is panic, worry. Endings in the sort of mental plane here. Panic, worry. What is 9 of Swords and 9 of Wands, please? What is the 9 of Wands with the 9 of Swords, please? Do you know what? They're going to keep making it very publicly of... I feel like they're going to try and put blame on... Let's say, for example, someone leaves a karmic and goes towards their partner, their divine counterpart. This karmic is going to probably keep popping back up within this month to try and prove the fact that she, you know, there's probably going to be some lies. So let's say you weren't in a third party, you haven't entertained a third party situation, but this person thinks that you did. They're going to tell people that you did and try and drum up support, but you didn't. And if you did, and if you didn't, you'll be fine. But if you did, this is why I'm saying to you, don't entertain that, because the universe is currently balancing things out, so it's not a good place to be in. Yeah, look, they're trying to. It's like they're trying to manipulate the person. Oh my goodness. Look, 8 of Swords with the Devil. It's like they're trying to mentally entrap this person to make them feel a certain kind of way. Wow, this is insane. This is insane. So, oh my, this is a bunny. Like, I'm not going to lie, whoever this is like, it looks like a bunny boiler. Look, 10 of Swords in the reverse, doesn't want it to end. Oh my goodness, this is insane. I feel numb, like I actually feel numb. So whoever this is for, maybe you're in the same position, maybe you just feel numb. This is, you know when you just kind of think, oh, what planet are you on? Like, why would anyone think this is a good idea? It doesn't make any... I'm trying to put myself into this person's shoes because I don't understand it. I'm like... Okay, I get guides are like, she's trying to get her own way. Yeah, I understand that, but I don't get it. I'm just kind of like, you're trying to get your own way, but this is not what your outcome is. It's like your happiness is somewhere else. Go for your happiness. Like, why are you trying to put a square peg in a round hole here? It's like, this is what it feels like. Someone's trying to force a connection when there is none. And I don't think there was ever a connection, but it's like they don't understand the word no. It's like, wow. I mean, maybe she needs to meet my parents. Or he needs to meet my parents. I'd pay to see that interaction, because there's no way my mum or my dad would allow that kind of energy. I'll give it 3 minutes. I'll give it 3 minutes. Oh Lord. Oh Lord, I don't get it. And I don't think he does either, because look, he's got his Empress, or she's got her Empress, or she's got her Emperor. Take it as it resonates, okay? Wow. Someone isn't suckered in by that other behaviour, you know? Someone is not, they're acknowledging the truth of the situation. They're making their decision to come towards what is for them, Judgment and the Knight of Cups. Judgment and the Knight of Cups. They're deciding their future. What is for them? Legacy. This is their long term now. This is why it's like important they get it right. This is why they've been trying to bide their time. This is insane. Look at this energy here. Yet again, the karmic's coming back again, because Queen of Swords and the Ace of Swords in the reverse. To more lies. It's like more, try and sink it more. It's like the more, let's say this person chose, they made their decision, right? They made the decision, they chose their counterpart. Everything is restored in the world, or is it? Because this person thinks they're God, and they keep coming back. They're trying to, you know, it looks like they're trying to create conflict. They're trying to create, you know, lies in a situation that there isn't lies, and to try and get ahead. And I feel like the persons that were stuck in the middle of it is not going to buy. I don't feel like they're budging, but they're going to make it very difficult. That this is like, you know, again, it's like the same energy as the Leo video. It feels to me like, you know, in those silly films where you shoot someone and they get back up, and then you shoot them again and they get back up, and you shoot them, and it's just like, is this a joke? It doesn't matter what this person says to them, they're not getting it. It's like, let's say for example, this person says, look, you know, we can't be with each other anymore. This karmic would be like, what do you mean? And then this person would say, look, you know, I don't see a future here. And then this person would be like, what do you mean? And then this person, because this person's nice and is trying to explain it, well, look, you know, it's because I just don't know if there's any future here, and it's just not something that I feel like I resonate with anymore. This person's going to sit there and go, what do you mean? Playing silly so that this person feels guilty to, you know, have to sit and try and help them out of this. This is an absolute joke. Like, because they do know, they're just trying to manipulate. This is whatever this is, whoever this is for, this is, it's a lot. It's a lot, because it's just, it doesn't, they're not letting go. Just rip the band-aid off already, you know? Rip the plaster off, just come on. Because you're just blocking everything. And this the thing, Spirit are about to go, you're not listening. You know what I mean? And that's when you're like, uh-oh. That's when, you know, it's like my mum and dad. Just listen, please. Like, it's not worth it. Just listen to what they have to say. Because this is, you know what I mean? Just my dad's Turkish, man. It's just no. But this is going to cause some confusion. Look, Two of Pentacles. There's a balancing. Someone's trying to balance and choose the kind of right option, because they are going to try and confuse the whole thing. There's going to be a lot of confusion. They're going to try and block the ending. Three of Swords in the reverse. They're going to try and block the ending. They're going to try and block it. I'm going to be honest with you. They're going to... It's going to look probably like it's over at one point, and then they're going to be in communication to try and reconnect the connection behind your back, or whoever's back's involved, because they are more than happy to be a third party, because that's this vibration they're on. They're more than happy to sit and go, yeah, I'll be a third party. I'd love to be a third party. I don't get it. Am I missing something? Fine. Right, so now the emotional fulfillment is in question. 10 of Cups, okay? This is someone's ultimate fulfillment, emotional fulfillment. They're going to choose their ultimate fulfillment. They're going to choose who they feel is their person. They're going to choose who is most in line with them and what they want to do. There's something about not rejecting something and not waiting for the future. Four of Cups and the Star reversed. Are they going to humour what was being offered? Let's have a look. There's some kind of reconciliation. Temperance and the Chariot. moving towards healing. Yeah, I feel like, let me just get these cards ready because I'm trying to pinpoint. Someone makes a decision that is, again, based on truth, based on their healing, based on something that they know that they can't turn down, and that isn't just a distant dream. It's like this is in the now, and it's based on their emotional fulfillment and contentment. Whatever their choice is going to be fair, all right? So put it this way, if you get to the point where you're like, oh, well, they didn't choose me, then it just means that this is not your person. It might, from where I'm looking. You know, but let's have a look. King of Cups, yeah, they make their choice based on their emotions. It feels like there's more to this. Bottom of the deck, Ace of Wands. Yeah, they're not seeing. They're confused about where. Someone's still confused. It's like their emotions are a lot, and we've got Two of Swords here in the Page of Pentacles. So they're trying not to look at something. Like maybe it's commitment, maybe it's going one step further than just, yeah. It's like they know they've made their choice, and maybe the commitment side scares them a little bit, but they're just going to try and stay in the present moment rather than thinking about it. And this is what I don't get. Look, Three of Cups, the Hierophant, Seven of Swords. There's more third-party energy yet again. It's yet again more third-party energy. Three of Cups, Hierophant, Seven of Swords. It's like this is, now it could be both parties that don't want to let this go. And so they're still allowing this energy, you know, it's still playing out where there's three people, and it's like one person doesn't let go, and then they pressure this person to the point where they finally then start, you know, questioning things, and then suddenly they humour it, and then they're suddenly in a third-party position again. If that's you and you're in that position, stand back and let them, you know, work it out, because this is the thing. This is a hot mess, whatever this is, and you don't need to be getting involved in this. This is like going in circle. All of May, it looks like someone is still not making a decision because they're being talked back around. If they can be talked, and actually this karmic's doing a favour, because if someone can be talked back around, then they're not ready to decide. They're not ready to decide. Wow. This is insane. Right, let's pull some oracle cards. That's insane. Right, let's pull. Okay, so outcome please for Libra for the month of May. Outcome please for Libra for the month of May. Outcome for Libra. Outcome for Libra. Yeah, look, there's an empowerment thing going on here where you're trying to learn how to discern, and your strength, empowerment, okay, and bountiful harvest. Once you get into your power, there's definitely a positive outcome here, but I don't know if it's going to be fully resolved around May. It just feels like this is going to drag into June a little bit, guys, I'm afraid. Maybe not, but I feel the majority, yes. So just keep an open mind, and if this is you and you're witnessing it, just stand back. Don't get involved. Do not play into this. Let them decide, because this is silly, you know. Anyway, guys, this is your Libra reading for the month of May. Hopefully that's been of some help. Thank you for all your likes, shares and subscriptions. Yeah, catch me on my lives Monday, Wednesday, Friday around 8 PM British Standard Time. Until next time, take care.